Competitors taking off bright and early this morning. And this year marks 10 years since that tragic day in April of 2013. Those explosions at the finish line killing 3 of Boston's own. But today, stories of triumph and determination ringing across the city. ABC 6 News reporter Daniel Coates joining us now live at the finish line. Dan, how's it going out there, bud?
Casey, good afternoon. The energy here is at an all-time high. You might be able to hear the crowd noise just behind me as some of the first runners of the 127th Boston Marathon are now crossing the finish line on Boylston Street in downtown Boston. And the buzz around the city has been this way since we got here at about 4:30, talking with runners and family members who tell me that it's hard for them to not remember the 10th anniversary of the Boston Marathon bombing, explaining why it wasn't just appropriate for them to come back a decade later, but it was necessary.
How y'all doing this morning, Boston? Yeah! Oh, yeah!
30,000 runners have huddled around Hopkinton, soon making their way 26.2 miles to the finish line on Boylston Street. Thousands of runners flocked to the Boston Commons early Monday morning to shuttle to the starting line.
I'm excited.
That's what I'm hoping for, at least, is that those 26 miles are just a party and we're all just feeling good the whole way.
Well, I'm feeling more nervous than him.
Dee Resnicki from Oregon saw her son off before his first Boston Marathon, something she checked off the list in 2011, 2 years before the bombings.
First of all, you picked the wrong event ever. Shouldn't have done it, but you picked the wrong people, and I can see that with Boston. And then for my son to come do this and make it that much more special.
James Barnes from Brighton got to the finish line early, as he has for decades, saying in 2013 he and a friend missed the explosion by mere minutes.
We got home, we heard the news for no reason, and it was like, are you freaking kidding me here? I was so surprised.
Tears in the eyes of runners and those alike. The message was clear that the longest standing marathon in the country is stronger and more spirited than ever, and like the runners, refuses to waver.
Smiles through the tears. Yeah. You can't stop us, and you can see it.
I'm so proud that everybody else is still alive. But I'm happy this day for all the runners to finish up and show them what they got. Show them what you got, all you guys. Just prove it to them.
And as I mentioned earlier, some of the first runners are just crossing the finish line now on Boylston Street. Stick with ABC 6 on air and online for continued coverage. For now, in Boston, I'm Daniel Coates, ABC 6 News.
All right.